So today we will start with the chapter 10 of English language talking about the future. Means here we are talking about the tense in which we will form the sentence in which we are talking about the things that will happen or that will appear in future. The things that did not occur by the time we are talking about those things. So, as we have discussed earlier, here also in the future tense, there will be four kind of tenses: future indefinite or simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. And in all these, there will be three parts: the affirmative sentence means the simple sentence, the negative sentence, in which we will use the not word which indicates the negation, and the interrogative sentences in which we are using we are questioning something. There is a question. In that also there are two kinds of questions. The first one in which the sentence will start with the question word, and the second one in which the question will start with the helping verb. There is not much difference here. Wherever we are talking about the future tense, we will use will or shall in all the forms. Like when we talk about the present tense or we talk about the past tense, in some places we were using is mr, at some places we were using was and were, and some of the tenses we were not using. But here in the future tense we will use will or shall in all the four kinds. So here we will discuss the sentences not in the terms of simple future, future continuous, but first I'll tell you the affirmative sentence in all the four kinds. So in this way we will start here with the future tense. Affirmative sentence is the sentence which simply denotes any action in the future tense. So first, if we start with the affirmative, first let's say a simple future. So here the structure of the sentence will be subject plus will or shall plus first form of verb plus object. I'll tell you the example later on so that we can discuss all the things in one example. This is the simple. For the continuous, all of us are aware that continuous tense is the tense where we will use the ing form of verb. So here, subject plus will or shall plus be. We will use be here. As we have to make it, we will be using the ing form. So for that we will use be plus first form of verb plus ing plus object. So in this manner, this will be the structure of the continuous sentence in the future tense. Third, we will talk about the perfect. So whenever we are talking about the perfect, we are aware that we will definitely use the third form of the verb. And as in the present tense, we have used has, have. In the past tense, we have used had. Here we will use will have or shall have to make it future perfect. So the structure of the sentence will be subject plus will or shall plus have plus third form of the verb, past participle, base form past and past participle. So here we will use the past participle form of the verb, or which is also known as the third form of the verb and the object. I'm just telling you the structure of the sentences. I'll give you the example as well. Now the last one is the perfect continuous. So for the perfect continuous tense, what you have to do? Subject. I told you that perfect continuous tense is a combination of continuous tense and the perfect tense. So subject plus will, shall, have plus been plus past form of verb plus ing plus object. So here now you can see this is the combination. Will, shall, have we have taken from here. Be the third form of the verb because we have to use the third form of the verb in the perfect tense. So be has become been and ing form of the verb has come from the continuous tense. So subject plus will or shall, have plus been plus ing form of the verb and the object. This is the structure of the sentence for the perfect continuous tense in the future. Let's take the example now. For example, I'm writing I will write a book. So here you can see subject. This is the simple future tense. Subject, will or shall, we have taken will. First form of verb is write and the object is a book. So I will write a book is the simple sentence of future tense. Now we will talk about the continuous. If we will change the same sentence to the continuous, how it will happen? I will, among the will or shall between the will or shall I have taken will. Be, first form of verb, write. But we have to put ing, so I will remove I and I will put ing. A book will be the object of the sentence. So I will be writing a book. This will be the sentence of future continuous tense. For example, I am writing here in the bracket. This is simple. This is continuous. Now the third one, the future perfect tense. For this, if I take the same example, I will have. Subject is I. Among the will, between the will or shall, I have taken will. Have. Now the third form of the verb. So here, write. Write, wrote, written. Written is the third form of the verb, and here we are getting the second and the third form of the verb by the change of the vowel and consonants in the particular word. So that's why it is an irregular verb. I will have written a book. So it is the perfect tense. This is the future perfect tense. The last one, in which we are talking about the future continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense, where we will combine both the properties of continuous and perfect tense. So, I will have been writing a book. This will be the sentence of perfect continuous tense. And if you want to use since or for in the future perfect continuous tense, the rule will be the same. Since will be used for the point of time. Whenever we are talking about any fixed point of time, morning, evening, afternoon, 2 o'clock, we are talking about particular date, we are talking about particular month, we are talking about particular day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, January, February 1978. Whenever we are talking about a fixed point of time, then we will use since. Whenever we are talking about the duration, 2 minutes, 3 hours, 10 years, then we will use for. Since for point of time, and for duration of time. So in the same manner, if in any sentence of perfect continuous tense, if you want to use since and for, it will be used in the very same manner. So here we have discussed all the four structure of sentences in the affirmative sentence.